What do you get if you take a keyboard with a style player like we normally have? Okay, here's our style player. And then if we add a second style player, yes, I'm not making this up. This is the new Korg Pa5X, and it has two style players. So on the left hand side you've got style player 1, which is just like a normal keyboard. It can choose to play styles or songs, MP3s, but with this keyboard it'll allow you to play two styles at the same time and blend between them. So on here at the moment I've got Home Ballad loaded into the first style player, and then the second style player, this is getting a bit too many S's, and the second style player I've got Pop21 loaded. Now if I start both together, all I need to do is hold down Shift and press Start. You can see that both buttons are lit. So my player 1 is playing the Home Ballad. If I move the fader over, it's playing the second style, which is Pop21. Back over. So we've got two styles running in one key. It's crazy, but it's just so much fun to have two styles on one instrument. So technically, let me just stop those. So technically I could mix, let's go, as long as I'm going at 72 BPM, so I can go to Latin, and let's pick something like a nice wonderful Bossa. Okay, and let's go back to the main screen, and I'm going to change that tempo to 72. All the way down to 72. Dumpty dumpty dum. There we are. So now if I start the rhythm for the Bossa, that's my Bossa style. Nice rhythm. Okay. However, I can mix the second rhythm together. So all I do is hold down Shift, press play on one of the style players together, and both are lit. There's my Home Ballad. There's my wonderful Bossa. This is crazy. I've got two rhythms running together and I can merge from one to the other. So you can create some medleys, you could create a bespoke style. So even with fill-in. So this is a style you've never heard before. And you've never heard of it before because it's a combination of one and another played at the same time. And as I say, you could play, so you could start with the Home Ballad, move the fader across to style player 1, and then as you're playing through, you can move from one to another. Now that one is still playing, as you can see, orange. So if I move the X fader across, there it is, I can stop it. You can stop them together, start them together. You get some really crazy effects. And one thing I would not suggest is to have two styles running at different tempos, because it's going to sound like a car crash. So make sure you're running both, say 75, oops, not 45, 75, 75, okay, and on that one, 75, okay, oop, 72 I've typed, 75, there we go. So now we're both at 75, so start the rhythm on number 1, start the rhythm on number 2, 2, you've got both rhythms running together. Now, if you wanted to make sure they start dead perfect sync, which is what you always want, hold down Shift, press Start. It's mental, absolutely mental, but it works. The guy that came up with this deserves an absolute round of applause because it's such a clever idea. And it's something that has never been seen before. Well, I've certainly never seen it before. I don't know of any other instrument that has two style engines that will play seamlessly two styles together. Let's go and have a little bit of a laugh. Let's go to some jazz. So let's go to Under My Swing, which obviously is for I've Got You Under My Skin. And let's go to 80. Let's try to 80. And let's make Home Ballad 80 as well. This is just a complete out the air, pick two random styles, see where we go. So if I start the player. So I've got that running there. And I can merge from now. I wouldn't mix these two together because they are such different styles. Yep. I mean, it doesn't sound too bad, but you can hear that one's got a swing to it, where the other one is just a straight ballad. So maybe not a good combination, but again, I'm showing you what you can do. If you go into the country section, let's go for a nice country ballad. Because those two ballads should mix really well. So let's take the rhythm back up to 80 so that they match. Hold down Shift and Start. So we've got country ballad and home ballad. So in reality, when you're playing, you can start off with a variation 1. And then change the style. Mix of the two, go to a fill-in and variation. It works. So moving the fader, I've now got the variation 1 from home ballad, or if I wanted to go the other way and do this again. You see the flexibility and it's just mind-boggling what you can do with this. It really is such a genius design. Anybody who gets a Pa5X is going to find this an absolute hoot, because you'll sit thinking, hang on, can I put a paso doble? Oh dear, what should we stick with it? Let's go paso doble, and then let's go back into ballroom and let's have a flamenco as well. Actually, no, let's go into the dance section and make a... Oh, I tell you what, you can have so much. Spanish remix. Let's try those two together. Now again, golden rule, I'm generally changing the tempo. Whichever style has the lowest tempo, that's the one I'm changing with the higher one down to the lowest. So Paso Dance is 118. So I'm going to make Spanish remix 118 together. Put the fader in the middle so you get both styles mixing. Press Shift, play. Hola. It's really good rhythm. Now, here's an interesting thing. On variation 2, if you listen to the rhythm, let's just do the Spanish remix. So on variation 1, we've just got that nice sort of guitar and clapping in the background. And then because it's more of a dance style, variation 2 has that kick drum. Now, if we were only playing Paso dance, we wouldn't have that dance rhythm in the background. And it does make such an amazing difference. Look at this. Oh, it says, hold down shift, start. Now, this is where the difference from 4X and 5X is really obvious, because the power of this thing to run 2 style engines with all of the notes and polyphony that are running away merrily in the background, and also you can add multipads on top of this, so you've got 2 styles. I mean, it's a hell of a thing. Let's try it again. Let's start the rhythm. Very strictly come dancing, isn't it? Let's face it. Right, so let's go to the basic rhythm. Now, if I start pad 1, 2, 3, 4, so all the multipads are running as well as 2 styles. Now let's go for the big variation because it's using most of the notes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. What happens when we press ending? Okay, so there we have it. We've got 2 style engines in 5X. It's 2 keyboards in one. Let's face it. I mean, the fact you can have MP3s playing as well. And here's an interesting thing that we're going to experiment with a little bit further down the line. But if we drag in a audio file of vocals, say for example the Home Ballad, if we bring in Michael Bublé's Home, we have the vocal on 1 as a audio file, and then we have the style in 2 as a style. And by pressing the shift button together, it should, this is what we're going to try later, it should trigger the vocal line from here to sing the melody. And then this section here for the style, you should be able to play along with a style and play live. So the sheer, I mean, I cannot kid you this, the power of what they've actually come up with in this is just wow, because there is no other instrument like it. Absolutely none. You can't trigger 2 style players. Even on other keyboards that I've got, it'll only play 1 style or 1 MIDI file or a mixture of MP3. It won't play 2 styles. So the fun you can have with it, let's just have a bit more fun. So this is Kuduro Dance. Okay, so let's have a listen to that one. No, I want something a bit different than that. Try Cha-Cha Remix. Okay. And the good thing is this, you can try the styles before you commit. So, okay, we'll go with Cha-Cha Remix. And on Style Player 1, Let's go for, what should we have? Latin dance, choral Latin. Let's try that one. Oh, right, okay. Now there's a very different style. That's called kizomba. So I'm going to slow Cha-Cha Remix down to 90 so that it matches the kizomba style. So both rhythms are set at tempo of 90. I've got kizomba. Sounds like something after you've had a few drinks. And Cha-Cha Remix. So hold down Shift, press Start. And this is now a blend of the two styles. So we've got Cha-Cha Remixed and kizomba. They actually work really well together. Variation 3. Go in. Variation 4. Now don't forget, you can mix. This is like a volume control for each side. So maybe you like the Cha-Cha Remix more, but you want just a little bit of the kizomba. So I can move this over. There's my kizomba. But I can move the fader more towards the Cha-Cha and just simply have a hint of the kizomba in the background. That's a phrase I thought I'd never say today. So yeah, I'm lost for words, because when I saw this down at the Korg HQ, I didn't think for 1 minute that you could actually combine two styles together. And again, it shows the power of the 5X, because to do that takes some serious processing. And the fact it can run them together real time, playing all the parts without any loss of polyphony, is just incredible. So when you get your 5X, this is going to be one of the features that you are definitely going to play with. I can assure you, sure as eggs is eggs, you're going to go to you're probably going to come up with some horrendous combinations. I know I have. But yeah, how long pop? How long pop? Who knows? It's quite a little funky little thing. So yeah, I mean, you really could be here all day going through combinations. Let's find pop hits. What's that sound like? There we go. That's a nice riff. I do love those steel guitars that are in the Korg. But that's the perfect style for San Francisco. Hopefully that doesn't get me a copyright strike singing, but who would recognise that? So okay, we've got pop hit. Now let's change how long pop. Is it 1 2 2? Did I? 1 2 2. So the Nouth bow. Oh God, Lord! Now both set at 1 2 2, and as I keep saying, to trigger both live together, Shift play. Now here's an interesting point. This is going to really impress you. Because we have these keyboard sets are like registrations for the style. So we've got 4 set for how long pop. They when you pick that style, these are the registrations that they give, or the voices that they give you. So you've got a nice piano, electric piano, number 3, electric lead, number 4, a string ensemble. Okay. Now, normally, if you were going to play along to a style, that would be your lot. Oh, no. Because what you can do is, while you're playing along, so say, for example, we've got the two styles triggered. If I was to move that fader just a little tad over to the right, which will then trigger the pop hit option, then it switches to the registrations for that. So I've got electric piano on there, a jazz guitar, a sequence lead, and a grand piano and pad. It's a nice sound. So when you're playing, okay, so we start both rhythms together, hold down shift, play. Okay, so now if I move my little fader just so as it goes over into the pop hit more, then it accesses the second bank of sounds on keyboard set. Are you with me? Probably not. Let's go back and just quickly recap on this. So I've got two styles loaded. How long pop? Okay, move my slider over to the left. And because that's a style, it pulls up 4 keyboard sets. Keyboard sets are registrations, effectively. So now on number 2, I've got electric lead. So I've got 4 sounds there. But if I move the fader over to the second style, which is playing as at the same time, it then gives me access to the registrations for pop hit. So then I've got another electric piano, different one. Then I've got a soft guitar, jazz guitar. Number 3 gives me a sequence lead. Number 4 gives me a grand piano and pad. So by doing this, I can actually double the keyboard set voices, the presets that you can access. Just gets better and better and better. So effectively, I've got 2 styles, both pulling up registrations for each style. But by moving that X fader, I can kick over from one to the other and back again. So when I'm playing the style together and running them together as a bigger style, so hold down shift, press play. Okay, all I need to do is move the fader over so that that lights up. If I move it again, so that gives me now the voices off how long pop. But if I move my fader over so that the blue section lights up, I now get the registrations for pop hits, but I can still hear how long pop running in the background. You with me? So it's toggling between the 2 and giving me 2 sets of voices. So the power is here. You can do this, and this is the first time I think I've ever seen this done. So credit to guys at Korg who've designed this and come up with this idea, because it is it's something fun to play with, but it's also musical. Remember, I always tell people, if you've got a keyboard, don't play it just from the factory settings, because you sound like Dave, Veronica, Jill, Barbara, Dave's brother. You sound like everybody who's got one of these. This will make you sound unique, because who in their right mind is going to go, okay, let's go for boy band pop. Right, we'll have that one. So that's boy band pop. Nice style. It's 105. And then let's go and pick another rhythm. Let's go funk and blues and go bluey groove. Okay, and that's 102. So what I'm going to do is actually bump the bluey groove up to match 105. So they're both 105 tempo. Okay. Variation 1. Hold down shift to start both. Press 1. There's boy band pop. And there's bluey groove. Very groovy. Put the fader into the middle and you get both. There's boy band pop. It's really incredible. Break. variation 4. It just works. I keep saying this. I must stop saying it works. It does. It really does. So get yourself a Pa5X. Get it out the box. Remember, you've got two style players, left and right. Player 1, player 2. On the screen, you've got the option to pick a style. Do the same with the second one. Pick a style. Hold down Shift, press play. Look, style is not the right tempo because you can hear one's out of sync. So make sure the second one is 112, then hold down Shift and press play. That's a very different rhythm. Break, variation 4. So there you go. Right, I'm going to disappear now. I'm going to let you go. I'm assuming you've got a Pa5X at home. If you haven't, rectify that. If you have, go and have a play with this because it is so much fun. Absolute hoot. And you do get some really good, especially with the ballads. I think it really adds something to a unique level that no other keyboard I've ever seen or heard do. You can certainly, by all means, have a play. Don't mix 4/4 and 3/4 tempos together, or 6/8 and 4/4. Anything that you're playing, you have to stick to the tempo for both styles. So if you're doing a waltz, make sure you put a different waltz on the second one. If you're going to do a 6/8, make sure the first one is 6/8, make sure the second style is a 6/8, otherwise it's going to sound very odd and very wrong. Okay, right, I'm going to sign off there. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. A lot of fun. I absolutely adore this idea of having two styles. I will be testing out the vocal idea, and if it works out, I shall be making a video, so watch this space. If you're not if you're not a subscriber already to this channel, please click subscribe below, because it means you'll get notifications of new videos as and when I upload them, which with this now will be certainly more frequently. And also you'll help us to get the video higher in the rankings so more people see it. So a big thank you, because obviously it takes me a lot of time to do this. So click subscribe, and until next time, take care. Bye.